How's it going? Nice to meet you. Yeah, Craig. How are you? Good. Thanks so much, man, for doing this. It's very kind of you. I think we need to order a pizza at the bar. We're at Pizza Union. Thank you very much for joining me. You're very kind. Take two. You don't know me, but you've agreed to come to pizza. What a lovely thing to do. Thank you. Why did you agree to do it? Take two.
Like I said, it's great to step out your comfort zone, and sometimes things like this, you get to meet new people, have an interesting experience.
You come from Essex, but you said you grew up in London, right?
Correct. I was born in Lewisham, but I lived in Deptford for most of my early life. So living in South London, most people kind of assume it's rough. It can get quite rough, but there's still quite a nice community to it. I learned so many things, like how many 5-year-olds get to learn about Wale and everything like that, different religion.
Good childhood? Enjoyed it?
I think it was a nice childhood. Loving parents.
Lovely.
Good food. Funny memories.
I miss childhood. What about school?
School was great, yeah. No, it was lovely. I mean, I had some absolutely amazing teachers who I'll never forget in my life. My reception teacher called Angia.
Reception teacher, like your form teacher, kind of?
Kind of like...
when you go in the morning, you have a 10-minute catch-up, that's your teacher takes care of the class and stuff?
Oh, kind of like a year one. Like, just before year one. Like, after... like daycare. But you've got, like, nursery.
Yeah, I get you.
It's a bit like that in
kind
between.
Of break you into school.
Yeah. So I had her for my reception class. And then, from then, she became my year 3 teacher.
Okay.
So it was her and one of her assistants called Ruth, and they were the absolutely amazing people I've met in my life. They kind of opened my world up in a bit. So things that I would never have come across or even thought about when I was a kid, now I'm older, it opens my mind up.
After school, did you go to uni or did you go straight into something?
Yeah, I went straight to uni, so I went to Hertfordshire.
Here, I feel like everyone moves to a different city for uni and like lives with their friends in like a really ridiculous house that's like parties all the time. Is that what it's like?
It depends, to be honest. So I lived in a student accommodation for my first year.
Yeah.
Quite a little thing, hated that, but
really?
I got to live in a little flat block with 12 other students.
Okay.
All great people. Some of them weren't exactly people I'd hang out with or go, I recognise you.
Yeah.
But the experience was nice. I got a nice mix of quiet people and then the party goers.
Yeah.
So once you'd be around like 2 a.m. in the morning, just screaming, you're like, yeah, I've got uni next day. Thanks for that.
What are your hobbies and passions? I know we talked a little beforehand. You like gardening, right?
Yes.
What's the hardest thing about gardening, do you reckon?
I think it's getting started. Because I mean, even if you've done it for years, there's still things that you will never quite understand.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh yeah, cool, I'm growing flowers. This is going to be a piece of piss. This is easy.
Yeah.
Second I started growing vegetables, it was so much more trickier.
Really?
Because you're a bit more like precious about it, so you're a bit scared. Like, they haven't grown in the past week. What's going wrong? I'm a bad person. What am I doing wrong?
You have to be quite patient, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'd struggle. I think. I'd really struggle. I'd be checking every 20 minutes.
Oh, it happens too many times. My dad was like, "Just calm back down, mate. They'll be fine. Look at them."
Kind of a broad, open-ended question. You can be as deep or as shallow as you want with it. What things are important to you in your life? It's a tricky one, right?
I guess a sense of... There's 2 things, actually.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a sense of purpose and having fun.
Having fun.
Because my whole general thing is, if I have fun, I tend to put my entire being into doing something. So with gardening, a graphic designer.
Yeah.
So wherever I am, like, doing work.
Yeah.
If I feel like my environment is offering me, like, putting a smile on my face, I will definitely put everything into it. I'll work as hard as I can, just to make sure that we have good times.
Sorry, I appreciate I'm not giving you much time to chew.
It's alright. That's fine.
Sorry. Excuse me. How rude.
I was like, save them right there.
Are you religious at all?
I am Christian, actually.
Yeah?
But I'm not crazy, let's say that. So, parents are Christian. I don't know.
Is it just like, that's my religion, or do you believe in it yourself?
I do personally believe in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to... It's supposed to be I don't want it to kind of dictate my life in a sense.
Right.
So I follow the beliefs of being a good Christian. You have people who are like, oh, if you be a good Christian, you must hate gay people, you must hate trans people.
Right.
It's like...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I definitely have moments where I believe there's something for sure. Because it's all just so convenient. But at the same time, it could just be that way, and it's only convenient because that's the only way I know. Who knows?
The joy of religion sometimes is a belief in the unknown.
Yeah.
I mean, for all you know, it could all be wrong.
Yeah.
At the same time, it gives people a sense of hope, in a sense.
Absolutely. I think,
so, some people kind of become good people because of religion.
If you could go tell yourself something, or like maybe write a letter to yourself at any age, some advice or something, would you do that, or would you rather leave it alone?
If it was like a very obscure letter.
Like, don't forget to post this letter to your grandma on her birthday or something.
Maybe something along the lines of, your first girlfriend's crazy, cheats on you, run away.
I mean, yeah, that's a bit more specific. Fair enough. Some things are worth changing, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you. Speaking of the past, do you have a favourite memory?
Oh, I guess one that always kind of brings a chuckle to my face.
Yeah.
And I hope my lips never sees this.
Right.
When she was a kid, when we were kids,
yeah,
because my parents are Nigerians,
yeah,
they ate giant African snails.
Wow.
They cooked it and stuff.
Okay.
So my dad one day brought snow from the market, and my sister woke up from a nap. She was still half asleep. My dad was like, "Oh look, it's oh look at the snail. It was still
How
a shell."
big is a giant African snail?
I'd say like the shell was like that big.
I mean, that's crazy.
So my sister looked at it for a minute, and then she like lunged it with her teeth.
With her teeth?
So she like bit at it, and then Dad pulled it away. It was like, "No, you need to cook it first."
Oh no! What bit you, like the flesh of the snail?
Like the inside of like the shell. So it's like she may have got served, she may not have. She doesn't remember the memory, but I remember it very well.
When it's prepared correctly, as in cooked, is it nice?
It's quite delicious. I haven't had it in years, but it's like beef.
You have a hat diet? Yeah. Okay.
I've got like this massive collection of hats.
Okay.
It's insane. But the reason I did it was a bit of a weird memory, I would say. I used to go to I used to go in college to Chelmsford, so I used to take this like hour and a half bus. And every now and then I'd take a nap.
Yeah.
Didn't wear a hat set, so I had like this big bush of hair.
Okay.
And then I woke up one day, just kind of sleeping, there was a guy kind of like having a good old fondle.
Fondle?
Yeah, he was enjoying my hair. It was a bit like...
And you're like, this is the day this ends.
Yes. So went from hats.
Nice.
And then from there...
Never looked back?
No, I'm quite happy with my hats. I mean, people recognise me as the hat guy. I used to be quite a shy guy.
Okay.
I'm still quite shy now, but...
You don't strike me as shy at all.
I've put on a very good front. So from there, I was like, if I wear hats, I kind of have to force myself into adopting a bit of character and confidence.
Yeah.
And to pull a hat off, you need to be quite confident or kind of comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
So from there, it kind of became like this massive cycle of if I keep wearing hats, even if I take a hat now, I'm still quite confident. But it kind of helped me build a bit of a backbone for myself and be like, you can do things.
Step out the door and you're already got that confidence in place.
It's like, man, you're wearing a fez. What else can you do?
Let's say there's an afterlife, right? I always like to imagine this is what will happen when I die, just because I'd like to know the answers. If there's an afterlife and you get there, big bearded guy sits down in a room with a TV and goes, you can know the truth, you can watch how it all went down about anything. So if you want to know who killed JFK, I've got the tape that shows it all. Or you know that podcast you listen to and that lady's murder was unsolved. Here's what really happened. What would you want to know about?
And I'm going to ask this question to my workmates now. That's a great question.
It is good, isn't it?
I guess maybe one would be watching Egypt get built.
That's a good one.
Just seeing how they turned something like Rome did, but did it on a much wider scale and built these things like pyramids.
Yeah.
The fact that things that they shouldn't have been able to do, they did quite bloody well. Like tombs, they managed to preserve bodies.
Yeah.
And this is when the first, like, the mammoth was still around as well.
That's probably the best answer I've ever heard to that question.
Serious?
Yeah. It was thousands and thousands of years ago, and there's programs nowadays claiming aliens to this. That's how unsure we are about how this all went down. Holidays. What's the best holiday you've ever been on?
I would say my first trip to Disneyland with my family.
Disneyland?
Yeah.
You been?
Yeah, Disneyland Paris.
Never
it's
been.
a bit of a shit memory, but
no,
it's really funny.
I've never been. I'd love to go. Is it as magical as people make it out to be?
When you were a little kid, you were like, this is brilliant. I'm sure if I go there now, I'll be like...
How old were you when you went?
I would say probably 12 or 13.
Right. I mean, that's prime magic age, isn't it?
Exactly.
Did you go on the roller coasters and stuff?
Many roller coasters. One memory that I remember from it was... It's so right called the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Guacamole coaster?
The Rock and Roller.
Oh, okay.
The Guacamole coaster? So we waited for hours in this queue to get to the front of it. Got there at the end. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a kid, I can dominate the world, I'm so cool. Saw it. And it goes from like 0 to 65 meters per hour in seconds. Saw it. I was like, Mummy, can we just step over, please?
Did you go on it?
No. I was like, how dare you?
How long did you queue for?
It's like almost 2 hours.
Oh my god. I get you though. I'm good with that stuff, but I only like it because it scares me so much. I only got to a certain age where it's like I like being scared, but up until I was about 15, I was like, roller coasters, no. Bumper cars, maybe at a push. It's just, I like to be scared now though. It's quite fun. Speaking of scary stuff, do you believe in anything supernatural like ghosts or aliens?
Aliens, I mean, not the only one in this universe.
Right, so not necessarily like your ET aliens, but like alien life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ghosts, I wouldn't say I'm dubious though, but I do believe there are paranormal duties around us. What about the first people born on the moon or on Mars? They were technically aliens.
Yeah, so we're going to start colonizing stuff soon, surely.
Oh yeah, so that went well.
Have you ever seen the movie Freaky Friday?
Yes.
Where they switch bodies. So, if you could switch bodies with anyone for a day, who would you switch bodies with?
I'm going to say Will.i.am, just for the jokes of it. Because, I don't know, in the past 2 years, I've been confused with Will.i.am. I don't know why.
Maybe it's the hat.
It probably is the hat.
I think he wears a similar hat.
Could be the swagger.
Could be the
So
swagger.
it's like,
Definitely the swagger.
so it's like, why don't just take his life for like a couple of days and see what he does is so different.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
So he's like weird as hell, but it's fun.
He is quite weird, isn't he? But I think he's really interesting. Whenever you see him in interviews or like on The Voice, and he like gets up to talk, he always says something you're not expecting him to say, and it's always quite strange, but it's quite entertaining.
It's like Prince.
He is a bit like Prince. Yeah. What's something that you're really proud of? Something that you wouldn't necessarily bring up in conversation, but quietly at the back of your head, you're very proud of it. Could be anything, big or small. And it can't be your hat game.
Fair enough. I guess a small thing would be, so my sister, when she was younger, she got in contact with a homeless shelter to do this homeless movie nights, which is, in a grand scale, it's quite small, but it's really sweet.
Really sweet.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound small at all in the grand scheme. Sounds amazing. So how does it work?
So it stops now, but
Yeah.
it was like every couple of weeks she'd buy a bunch of films and stuff. She got in contact with this charity. They like give her a grant to like buy speakers, projector screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Get all that and like seat and DVDs and stuff. And every couple of weeks she'd go to homeless shelter and kind of set it up, give all the refreshments and stuff.
That's brilliant.
And I was just like, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
So when I graduated, I was literally like, I'm going to give you like all my design talent and just do your branding for you if you need it.
Oh, nice. That's very sweet.
It's really sweet.
Are you and your sister close?
We're weird. We're close, but we butt heads quite a lot.
I mean, yeah, but that's part and parcel, isn't it?
Sadly.
Yeah. So when was the last time you cried in front of someone?
I mean, my girlfriend cries enough for me, so I'm pretty happy with that.
She's doing the crying for two of you.
I mean, she's watching a dog film the other day.
Yeah. Is it Marty? What's it? The one with...
No, it's called Hachiko.
I don't know.
Which is it's actually a famous story of Japan about a Japanese Nikita Inu who waited in.
Oh, I've seen this.
Because it's got the statue in Shibuya Station. Yeah, it's like an American version of that. I don't know why it was American. It was really weird. But
yeah, and Richard Gere is in it.
Yes.
I have. It's very sad.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I wish that was a locked away memory for me. You just brought back.
So she saw it, and we were watching it. I was like, all right. And then when the end happens, can't spoil it, but
it's tough, isn't it? It's a tearjerker.
She was like, why up in tears? I'm like, oh, are you crying? Like, I don't know why. It's so pathetic. Like, no, you keep crying. Totally fine.
On movies, what is your favourite movie, or do you have one?
I'm quite fond of Japanese animation.
Oh yeah.
So from a design point of view, I would say something like Paprika by Satoshi Kon.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
So Satoshi Kon was a Japanese animator who I feel like was born. I mean, he died too soon. He had this really unique style which you'll probably never see ever again. His work inspired Inception and other films.
Wow.
So if you watch Paprika and watch Inception, you'll realise that there's so many moments which were interconnected, some dreams. Yeah. The whole idea is actually quite simple. It's quite scary. As a regular person.
I don't
I guess. Gosh, I don't actually know.
I mean, that can be a regular person answer.
True.
That is regular person worthy. I don't know loads of Japanese animation, but a friend of mine's really into it, and he used to go around to his house and watch. I forget the studio. It's like a big studio that's like the Disney version.
Ghibli?
Possibly. Pompoko was one of the movies.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, it was the detail, like the level of detail in every scene, and even in the story, and like I've never seen it since that time. I was at my friend's house when I was 10. So he was familiar with it, but I was so blown away at how good it was. And I've never really explored any other. Do you have any recommendations along the lines of that?
Paprika.
Okay.
So, more Studio Ghibli films, I would say things like Spirited Away is a very iconic.
I've seen Spirited Away.
Yes.
That's the other one I've seen.
Then you've got stuff like Mamoru Hosoda, which has got films like Wolf Children, Summer Wars, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Yeah.
All great films.
What's that one with the guy who rides the red bike in a big built-up city?
Akira. That's one I haven't seen, but I want to see it.
I've not seen it either. What is happiest moment of your life so far?
I mean, one that comes to mind, straight away, is having my 6-year anniversary with my girlfriend a few months ago.
That's very happy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you do anything for it?
We went to Lovebox to see Charles Gambino.
Oh, amazing.
So that was my anniversary ticket to her.
That's very nice. God forbid this ever happens to you, but you're on death row. You get your death row meal. Last meal before they put you in the chair. What are you going to go for?
Special fried rice.
Special fried rice?
Yes. That is a childhood memory.
So special fried rice had what, like prawns and stuff in it?
Prawns, pork,
egg fried,
peas, eggs. It's got a bit of everything. It's
That's
amazing.
a good one. That is a good one.
It's like my it was like the first Chinese dish I ever had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because my dad was really friendly with this one guy in Chinatown, and he had his own Chinese restaurant. So we used to go there on my birthday or on a special occasion. And he was like, try this.
I love Chinese food.
It's so good.
It's so much better than Indian food, I think.
I don't really eat much Indian food.
Neither do
I mean, the only thing I've eaten is like curry.
And then last question. We've flown through this. We've done good.
Wow.
This one's easy. What's your favourite colour?
People ask me this question and I never have an answer for it.
What? This is the easy question.
Well,
What
I normally
through
say
the
is-
hard abstract one. So we've got to what's your favourite colour and you're struggling.
I guess what comes to mind, what I normally tell people is, I don't really have a favourite colour, but I am very drawn to the colour blue. Not because it's a favourite colour, but it's a very calm and serene colour.
It is my favourite too, for those exact reasons.
I think it's because of my sister. She's like a massive blue fan.
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm going to latch onto that because
Yeah.
I don't know what's mine.
And you're a graphic designer, so you probably think about colours a lot more than other people do.
Yeah, but even graphic designers have a favourite colour, and I'm just like, what the hell do I like?
Maybe you're a better graphic designer because you've no prejudice and you don't have a favourite colour.
I wish.
That's the secret. Alright, that's everything.
Oh,
Thank you very much again for your time, man. It's really kind of you to come do this.
Well, say,
And
new experience. I'm having fun. I'm having pizza.
can't lose.